This is a humidifier I got from Temu. To work it, it's very simple. You take the lid off, you fill it with water, which I already have done, and you just put this on. It's a little twist, um, snap in, and plug it in, and that's all it takes to do it. It's perfect. It's I want to say, what is that? About 4 inches tall, little desktop size. I got it because the humidifier that I purchased for my incubator was malfunctioning. It wouldn't always turn back on and add humidity into my incubator when I needed it. And so even though I had a humidity controller that would turn the humidifier on and off, it wasn't working properly. I still got a very good hatch rate, 92% hatch rate, but I monitored it continuously to make sure it had the proper amount of humidity. So this is what I was hoping to fix this problem. So let's see if this thing will work. So I'm going to power this on. It is just a USB power cord, which I like. It's great because it'll just turn itself on and off. So here's the modes. You have a constant on. And then you hit the second mode, and it'll go sporadic. That's your second mode. And then hit the power button again, and it just turns it off completely. Now I'll have to modify it so that it stays on constantly so that my humidifier controller will work with it. The next item I got, which I'm not going to be able to try for a while yet because I've got to wait for the mosquitoes to come out here in Montana, but I got a portable smart pest repeller. So USB charger, you charge it up and you can like hang it on the collar of your animal or yourself, and you flip a switch on the back and it is supposed to repel bugs, such as, let's see here, we got a list of different kinds of bugs, but of course my phone won't focus on it, so let me take it out of the picture and read that. Works best for, boy, that's small, ants, mice, bats, cockroaches, rats, squirrels, flies. Flies is, and I got this for to test on my animals, specifically for the flies, silverfish, which I'm not sure what kind of bug that is, but we got all kinds of bugs because we're near the reservoir, so there's a large body of water, and we have lots of mosquitoes, spiders. It says bed bugs, crickets, fleas. Fleas are important. I would like to keep fleas off of my animals, including the dogs. And then it has bugs in general. And it has moths and termites. So I don't know yet how long this will run, but when my animals are out grazing and the flies are terrible in the heat of the sun and the mosquitoes are awful, if this really works to keep these types of critters off of my goats to keep them comfortable, I will put one on every goat I have and every dog I have. But then I will be spending every night recharging all of these cute little pest repellers. But I'll let you know on an updated video as to how well this works when I get into bug season. So now I'm kind of getting into products that I'm interested in for traveling, or let's say if you're going to do a bug out or, survival kind of thing, or camping. Now, dental hygiene is extremely important, especially if you're going to have to try to survive. There aren't any dentists out there who are going to work on your teeth. This is a stainless steel. Let me get it open. Okay, this is a stainless steel dental kit set. It even has stainless steel dental floss. So I took this to my teeth to test it, but it scares the crap out of me. It feels a little thick to try to put between my teeth, and I am scared to death of cracking or chipping or something on my teeth. But a stainless steel dental pick, so you only need one, provided that doesn't break. Again, I don't know how well that's going to work, and I tried it on my one of my tooth, and it was a little bit tight, so it scared me. But you can clean with the stainless steel all these different kinds of tools for cleaning plaque and gunk in between your teeth. And like I say, if you're looking at survival and you've got to bug out and you forget to bring dental stuff, you know, these tools are what will help keep your teeth clean. You know, you got to find ways to be able to clean your teeth. You don't want cavities. You don't want infection out there when you're trying to survive. It's going to be pretty painful if you don't take care of your teeth. So something to keep in mind. And this is stainless steel, so these, and they're sharp. So you know, well, they says it's stainless steel. But anyway, the point is having things that, you know, you don't have to carry or worry about running out of your dental floss or whatever else. You have permanent tools that you can use to try to help keep your teeth clean. And the lid has a keychain ring on it, so you can attach it to you know, your bag. It's lightweight. You can dangle it on whatever you need on your clothes. Put a what are those clips for climbing rigs and whatnots. Will hold that just fine. So the other thing I like for hunting and just general being out in the woods, I thought I would try their little monoculars. I wanted a monocular because a lot of times I'm driving down the road and I see something and I'd like to get a look at what it is. Is it a fox? Is it a coyote? Is it a bear I'm looking at? Or I want to check out a deer. Is it a whitetail? Is it a, you know, muley? I'm going to go check this out right now because I'm going to go out to the field and I'm going to look for that little kid. And since my eyes aren't the best, I'm going to try out this monocular. 60 by 21. And see how well that works. And then I have actually got two of these just out of curiosity, see how well they work. So that was the smaller one, and this is a bigger one. This one is goes from 15 or 12 to 15. What? 12, 10, 6, 3, 15, 1.5. I'm sorry. It says day and night, field 20 degree, 16 by 52. And I'm going to test these out and see how well I like it. I mean, it might not be a very strong, powerful zoom like my rangefinder, which is, what is it, 1,400 yards? What is that? I can't remember the zoom on it. I'll have to go check it out. But when I was driving or if I'm walking somewhere out in the woods, it's nice to be able to just have something small that fits in your pocket. So I will test this out and let you know how that is. I went out and used these to check on my goats. And this one, the bigger one, it's not very clear in the lenses. I don't like it. The zoom in particular is pretty much about the same as this one. not very far, but it helps. This one I like because it's very clear. I don't know if it just depends on which one you, I mean, like if you had another one, bought exact same thing, is it just as in how it's made, you get a defect or whatever? The clear lenses and whatnots are, you know, a hit and miss kind of thing, or if this particular brand and style they just don't make them very nice. And then this one here is very clear. And so, like when I went to zoom in from where I was standing, I would not be able to see that little kid very well if it was laying in the ground. Um, this this one here helped me zoom in and get a better identification on what goat I was looking at, and I would have been able to spot the kid laying in the grass and in the ground or near a rock or something. I would have been able to tell whether it was a rock or the kid. So this one was a no-go. It was a waste of money. But again, these were, I think I only paid like $1 something, and this one was like $4 maybe. I can't remember the pricing of these, but literally it was only a couple of dollars. So to just try it out and find what works and doesn't work, it's going to be a hit and miss when you order stuff, I think, on Temu. And for things that you want good quality, like I have a Vortex rangefinder, and oh gosh, wait a minute, I take that back, that's not a Vortex. But anyway, your good quality optics. You're going to pay more money for your better quality stuff, but if you happen to find one on there, Temu, at a good deal, and it actually works, because all these other products I got so far, I've been very happy with, and the price was unbelievable. I don't know how they get the prices so low. How is that possible? I have no idea. I really don't understand how they can get something like this and have it made for less than $1. It boggles my mind. It makes me really concerned and question. Just food for thought, something to consider when you're purchasing products like this. Okay, this neat little product is a fire starter. So it is a USB charge, and there you go. Let me show you how it works. Okay, there you go. There, guys. Quick, easy fire. Perfect for fire starting when you need it. Ooh, better put that out. Awesome little product. I'd love to have one. Actually, I'd love to have a couple of these. I'd like to put several of them in different vehicles, so I always have something to start a fire in case there's an emergency and we are stuck somewhere, or and needing to have a fire for staying warm or whatever, to cook food. This is perfect. The one downfall to this is it does not have a ring on it to carry it or attach it to anything, but it will fit in, it's small, it'll fit in just about anything. It's perfect. This product is a mini blender. It is a USB charge, and I love it. It's a portable mini blender. You could do shakes and so forth. Like the idea that I can take it camping with me, and it's a easy little USB charge, and it's also easy clean. So it comes in multiple colors. It's super quiet, and it has a cute little smiley face on the lid. Let's see what else about it. Easy clean. Like I said, I don't know if I said that already. Very easy clean. You just have your little button. Now you have to double click that button and then it'll turn on. And so let me show you it work. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take powdered milk and some water and just will show you how this works. Hold on a second here. So this lid has two sections. This is the lid part. There is a, what do you call it, a gasket in there that comes out to be washed. And this actually has a little strainer on it. It's pretty cute. And so I'm going to go ahead and put in, let's use this here, some powdered milk. And a little bit of water. I don't know if I put enough powder in there. Oops. Come on, get on there. There you go. And we just hit this button twice. And it'll blend your, you could add fruit, you know, but it does, the instructions do recommend that you put it in, put them in small pieces, you know, to fit in there, and so it's not too much, too hard on the blade. So it's not super quiet, I mean super loud, which I love, because if I wanted to grind something up or make myself a breakfast smoothie in the morning, I'm trying to get this in there. Okay, there. Without waking up my husband, because he tends to sleep in longer than I do. And I can do a breakfast smoothie in the morning with some fruit and some really good nutrient stuff in there, and I won't wake him up. It's perfect. It also got that little handle. You take it anywhere you want. The USB charger. I have one of those solar chargers that you could, you know, clip on your backpack if you're hiking somewhere, and it will charge this up pretty nicely, I think. So this is a really cool deal. I really like it, and it blends everything quite nicely. And it's also easy cleanup. So you just take each part apart. This comes off. This is a contained sealed piece, one solid piece. You could rinse it off. Be very careful. Make sure you have this closed tightly, because that will close your electronic access to your ports. And just be very gentle with your blade area in the base here, so that you don't get it doused in water. It is hand washed. It is not dishwasher safe. Now this next product I got is a mixer, just a little hand milk mixer. And the only thing I do regret is not getting one that is a USB rechargeable type. This is a battery. It takes 3 AAA batteries, and but I love it. It works well. In the mornings, I make coffee and I put in cayenne, cinnamon, and actually cocoa powder, and then I put honey and cream, heavy cream in there. And so I like to, it doesn't mix well when I use a spoon or a stir stick, and this actually does a really good job. So I am going to, just for demonstrations, I'm going to go ahead and use my powdered milk. Put a little bit in there. I don't want to use too much because I don't want to waste my milk. And I just hit this. There's a button at the top, and we just hit that button. I could also use this to scramble my eggs and whip them up. I've done that too, and I love it. It does an awesome job making my eggs nice and fluffy. And this will froth everything and mix really well. And you can see, although it wasn't a high concentration of milk, so it's not going to look like milk. I'm trying to see if I can get a good picture of it. But there are no chunks in there. It is well blended. It's actually kind of foamy at the top, but it blends well. And when I've did it with my coffee this morning, it really blended my flavors well. There's no chunks, and it was really nice. So I do like this product also. So it's just a mini mixer stick. I wish I had a USB rechargeable charger on that. And this also can go for your camping because it is nice and compact. And this piece here comes off. Be careful. It was a little difficult putting it in. There we go. It separates, and you can put that in the dishwasher and clean it. And then, you could package it together like that when you take it camping. And you have a nice blender, another hand mixer and whatnot for your needs for when you're camping. So I got some toys that are kind of fun yet functional. These are wristband walkie-talkies. My husband and I played with them. We don't have any kids, but I like to play with this stuff once in a while. Have these little things that I wish I had when I was a kid. So they do work. It's not super loud, but you can hear. So what you have is there's a compass, and you push this button here on the side, and that allows you to talk to each other. And you do have to put it on, you got to make sure these are on. It does take a battery. And these little capsules here are used to do secret little messages to each other. And then this here is the instructions, or the label on the package says it's supposed to do something in Morse code. But I don't know how to get it to do that. I didn't really thoroughly read the instructions well enough that it didn't even really tell you about how to make it do Morse code. I don't know if that was just something they printed on there. But this is fun. It is a fun piece. This also is a magnifying glass. So, if you're looking at, survival, you want a magnifying glass that you can use to start a fire, or, whatever it is that you think, what magnifying glasses will do. But anyway, this was really fun. Yesterday I was working on my computer in the office in the barn, and my husband was replacing some tires and was having some trouble. And rather than have me sit there and watch him do each tire to, fix his tires, he needed help, extra hands to help get the rubber to seat on the rims. And so what I did was I said, just give me a buzz on our new walkie-talkie phone or wristbands. And so we played with those. And at first I thought it wasn't working because I would buzz him and say, hey, can you hear me? And he wouldn't respond. Well, it turns out he had his radio in his shop so loud there's no way he was just going to hear it. But when he needed me, he used it and paged me, and I could hear him, and he could hear me respond. It was really cool. So this is a fun toy to have. Now, when I was a kid, My brothers and sisters, I'm one of 6 kids, we used to go out in the woods and play cops and robbers and do all kinds of fun stuff that, back in the day, what kids usually did, they played outside rather than watching TV and playing video games. We were outside playing. And this toy would have been the coolest thing ever when we were growing up. I mean, we could have used these and had so much fun. This is cool. I really enjoyed playing with this, and if you've got kids, I think that they'd have fun with it too. So, in the last product I got, this is a very fun toy I've got. It was $33, and I think it was worth it for the price. And what? Okay. I'm missing my drone. My husband has kidnapped my drone, apparently. So this is a really cute little drone. It's extremely sensitive, so you pay, it is what you paid for, $33, but it's fun. It works. It flies. The camera works. There are actually 2 cameras on it. It has one on top, and then it has one in front, and it's got 4 propellers, and it comes with 3 batteries, so you can switch them out for longer flight times. And you have a controller. You could also just download the app so that you can just use your cell phone. And if you want to use this, you can use this and your cell phone, because it'll hold here and it'll show your camera view on your cell phone. And then you have all your controls to control the drone here. My husband was playing with it yesterday and was figuring it out and had it fly. He's not sure exactly how high it's going to fly yet, because we had what was it, 29 mile per hour wind gusts. So for a drone this small, it was very difficult to get it to get up, to find out how high it's actually going to get. Because as soon as those gusts would hit, it would just knock it down. So we'll have to wait for a nice windless day to play with this thing, but it works. The camera view is nice. The it flies, but it's, like I said, it's very sensitive. You've got to do a lot of practicing with it to get it figured out and how to fly it. But it can be done, and it's an awesome toy. It can actually be a pretty good tool. I can take it and get it up to a high above my my hills, and if I wanted to see where my goats were and what they were doing without having to leave the house or the barn, depending, like if I'm doing office work or whatever, I could just set this thing up, fly it up there and up as high to see it all the way around, and then bring her down, and I can keep an eye on everybody that way out in the fields, rather than spending about an hour or so walking the property. I've got 61 acres, and going out and following around my goats and checking them out. This would be an awesome tool. So it's both a really neat toy and a neat tool that you can use. So I'm very happy with everything I have got from Temu. So Black's Tropical Homestead, thank you for putting us on the lead for this, and showing us some new opportunities of stuff that we can do. Okay, everyone, have a great day.